And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. Last time we reached Mantaic, the desert oasis. Now before I actually go any further, I actually wanted to address something I was reading off screen. Apparently there's a really obscure side quest where you have to sleep at the inn before you reach a certain town or something later on in the game. So I don't know what town it is, I forgot the name of it already, and yeah, so I hope to show it, but also I'm not sure if I will show it because it sounds pretty, like, tight in terms of a timing window. But in any case, let's talk to everybody. I feel like my world is crashing down around me. Can't believe Ruinscape was secretly selling weapons, and that they were smuggling them illegally out of ruins. Sometimes you have to have a shadow where there's light, I guess. That's so sad, though. Well, you don't need to worry about those guys. Just keep living your life the way you know is right. Lead brave Vesperia to victory with pride. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, we need to worry about Pharaoh for now. Yeah, we finally made it into the desert. Feels like we're almost there. Hey, once we're done with this commission, you think we could go back to Dawngrest for a bit? Let's wait until we've wrapped up our current job to talk about that. Oh, yeah, sure. Also, can I just take a moment to say that I feel like the Xbox 360 is like the loudest console ever? Just make note of that in case you hear that in the background. I see a wonder, Chef. But we actually didn't talk to Judith the second time last time. Wonder if everything is alright. I hope nothing has gone wrong. What should I do? I think we talked to Raven twice last time, but we also forgot to talk to Carol twice. Just this very moment. I want Brave Vesperia to be a guild where we work for something with a cause. So yeah, this is being advance recorded, so I guess you can talk about the side quest because I'll probably already be there by the time this video goes up. Unfortunately. Let's talk to this cactus. There's an obvious pun, but I'm not gonna make it, because of YouTube. Yes, you found me, you're pretty good. Apparently YouTube's being kind of stingy when it comes to swearing, so yeah. I know that's mostly for people who are trying to get revenue out of videos, but because of how YouTube's been going, I kind of just don't want to swear that much, period, just in case they decide to make it even worse. So, yeah. So yeah, just a precaution. Ooh, that's nice. It looks like a giant spear sticking out of the water, which brings up the question of how is that possible. Yuri, hey, why the long face? Is the desert really as dangerous as they say? I don't think Rita'd joke around with such a serious look on her face. Yeah, I guess not. I've dragged all of you the way out here. You should stop worrying about all of us. Huh? I mean, we're just doing what we feel like doing. But what about you? What do you want to do? Me? You were saying that you need to figure out who you are, weren't you? Yes, that's true, but... Still, you're Brave Vesperia's client. If you tell us to go somewhere, we will go there. And if you tell us to go for you... if you tell us to go for you, we'll find Pharaoh and drag him back here. Yuri... Then There's no need to rush to give me an answer. Take your time. So, Estelle, Judith, Carol, Raven, Rita... That's everyone, I think.
Carol, this is for you.
Huh? What's going on, Estelle? What's this?
This is payment for your services. I'm sure you'll be able to sell it for quite a sum. I want to thank you all for everything you've done.
Huh? What do you mean? You haven't found what you're looking for yet.
I'm afraid I must take my leave from you here. Take your leave? What are you gonna do?
You're not thinking of going alone, are you?
My desire to meet Pharaoh is a personal one.
Are you crazy? That's way too dangerous!
Which is why I must go alone. I won't have the rest of you caught up any further in my own selfish quest.
Do justice and punish the unjust.
Huh? Oh, right. That's one of the laws of our guild.
There's no justice in letting Estelle march into the heart of the desert all by herself.
I don't think I have it in me to break our laws. How about you, Carol?
Right!
It seems those are the rules.
I'm terribly flattered, really, but I'm afraid I can't let you.
Estelle, wait! Have you all lost your marbles? We're talking about a force of nature here.
Which is why we're all going together.
I'll admit I'm a little scared, but I can't just let Estelle go off like that.
You talk some sense into them.
If I start whining now, I'll have to go all the way back to Nordopolica by myself, right? That's no fun.
Ooh, there's no reasoning with any of you. Are you sure you're dead set on this?
Yes, I've thought a lot about this. You all have something that's important to you, a goal you give everything to achieve. I realized that I didn't have anything like that for myself. And I knew I had to find a purpose of my own, something I can dedicate myself to. I made the decision to begin this journey, and I have to finish what I've started. This is something I have to do for myself.
Okay, you win. So we'll be aiming for the desert center.
Huh?
Hey, I tried talking sense into you idiots.
Rita.
There's actually no real need for you to come, Rita. You've got your Air Krene research to worry about, don't you?
There's no telling what you idiots will get into if I don't keep an eye on you. The Air Krene isn't going anywhere. I'll go check up on it later. But we're not leaving until we've taken care of all our preparations.
I'm sorry to be such an inconvenience to you all.
I think we had a pretty good idea things would turn out like this from the start.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Huh? Where's Judith?
Everything settled?
Yeah.
Well, what did you decide?
We're going to the center of the desert.
I had a feeling, so I've made some arrangements. The innkeeper has agreed to help us.
We'll want to be good and rested before we leave this town behind, that's for sure.
You're always thinking about your next nap, aren't you?
Yeah, but I sleep so much better if I have a little company.
I wonder what Pharaoh will do.
Why would someone set up a barrier in a place like this?
Actually, they discovered the Blastia at the bottom of the oasis and have just been using it as is. A nice person in town told me that.
And with it sunk in the oasis, no one could move it. So I guess they had to leave it where it was.
No one would trudge out into a scorching wasteland like this just to set up a barrier.
Ah, that explains it. Guess there's a reason for everything.
That was an interesting title. I'm not sure what that's for. Okay, I'm not quite sure why she got the title just now, but hey. I am going to offer random speculation again. So it's apparently sunken somewhere. I wonder if it has to do with the if the Blastia has something to do with that thing in the water. I have no clue. This is just me speculating. And this isn't even me speculating about anything like important. I just tend to sometimes speculate about weird environmental things in games. Yeah. Let's see, full metal staff, that's cool. Do I have the Jiraiya? I think I do. Also, are all of the weapons for Repeat, like, also the names of, like, things from Persona? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, actually. Let's see, so none of those are good, so we can actually sell all that stuff. I'm trying to be a little bit more careful about selling things, just in case. Sell that. Oh yeah, keep that. Yep, can sell both of those. Wait, cancel this one. Because I haven't learned the skills, actually, just looking at it. That should be fine. So, I'm gonna buy an extra one for Estelle, because Defend 2 might be good for her. Celtis, even though I don't use Carol that much in battle. Nova, I think I already have the weapon lined up for her anyway, so I'm gonna put that off for now. That actually is... That actually is a bigger increase in stats. So I might actually go with that instead. Increases physical defense when TP is less than 25. Interesting. Terraria, Steel Plus, and Magic 2. Can I afford all? I can't actually afford all the weapons, so sure. Why the heck not? Cannot afford that. Or that. So, who has the biggest increase? It's actually Repeat, followed by Raven. So I think we're gonna go for that. Yeah, and give it to Raven, because I think I'm more likely to use Raven than Repeat, in all honesty. Oh, that would have also helped, so... Well, that was kind of a waste. Which is actually the best of these. It looks like it is the Silver Helm. I'm curious if the others can equip stuff. Okay, so the reason I didn't actually equip these is because it drops magic defense so much, and I kind of would prefer emphasizing magic defense. I'm gonna try something different with a party. Sure, why not? What could go badly with this setup? Let's see. And yeah, this should be fine. And I'm say that completely sarcastically. Sure. And actually equip that weapon. Can't equip that just yet, or that. Actually, no. I can equip this. Yep. There we go, and... voila. That drops magic attack. Does magic attack... does that affect healing? Because if it affects healing... Because it says magic attack, right? It's not just magic, so... If it affects magic attacks, then logic would dictate that it would not make a difference, but... I need to look at the fine print of this. Small amount. So yeah, I wonder if it's determined by magic or if it's determined by... something else. Because that's kind of a big deal, depending on the technicalities of that. So this one is... This is another weird situation. This one's better for physical. Or no, this one's better for magic. This one's better for physical. Overlimit boost. Mitigates damage from a basic combat attack. I don't know what that's for. Hold P after casting to increase the effect of an immediate spell while consuming TP. I feel like that's better. I guess it's kind of cool. From the standpoint that you're basically determining, like, how you want to go about leveling up Rita. If you want to emphasize physical attacks versus magic attacks. Actually, I haven't really been paying attention to my inventory, so we're gonna make one more quick stop over here and just check this menu really quickly. Wow, that actually really boosts attacks. Now, I'm not sure if an extra combo is really helpful for Estelis. That's the one we have, except this is upgrade. Whoa, that's apparently a big upgrade. So you can actually do different upgrades to get different skills. I feel like HP recovery would be the better option of the two, if I had to make a choice. So you can upgrade the Wizard Horn. Healing arts. Occasionally cast healing spells without consuming any TP. Occasionally increases effective physical attack with elemental attributes. All stats increases with repeat in the active party That's interesting. Kind of an interesting effect. Though it actually makes sense if you think about it, because she's trying to win over Pete, essentially, and isn't really succeeding. Lucky Soul, in case you recover TP when knocked to the ground. That's intriguing. Let's check out the the sub-weapons. Well, all the happiness would be nice. That's a weird looking shield. Doesn't seem like it would actually protect you very much. Stormbringer. Spell charge. Hold B after casting a novice spell to move around freely while delaying the spell. Huh. So this is a sub-weapon for Raven. Sub-weapon for Carol. Avoids surprise encounters. That would actually be pretty good. Member Taunt. Decrease the amount of time you need to escape. Ah, that's actually a really good item. Potentially. So might have to save up for that, actually. Let us see. I really should probably stock up on these. Based on last time. But Limit Trio still don't have the Flagstone and the Froststone. Most of the accessories seem to be for Carol, interestingly. And as I say that, I find a bunch of ones not for Carol. But like, SL doesn't even have any yet, nor does Raven, oddly enough. I think that's enough playing around menus. I think we need to stay at the inn. That was the implication. Can we say the night here? Hello, welcome to the Desert Oasis Mantaic. What's with this night? Well, will you be staying the night? Yeah, we're going into the desert, so we came into town to gather provisions and get some rest first. Oh, so it's you who wanted provisions for going into the desert. You know it's dangerous. Oh, I see. In that case, I'll get your provisions together before you set out. Your stay will cost 400 gold, is that okay? Have a nice stay. This town kinda gives me the creeps. All these nights stick out like sore thumbs. Anyway, time to get some sleep. Sleep times. But man, I can't relax as the night's standing out at the entrance. It bothers you? It does, it does. If they're here to protect us, there ain't nothing with that, is there? Alright everyone, let's get some sleep. Yeah, thanks for the help. I don't know your reasons for going out into the desert, but it would really be a good idea for you to stay in town. Thanks, but we've already put a lot of thought into it. I see. Well, as I promised. Our canteens are this small? Looks like enough to me. Yeah, we should be able to get more water from certain types of cacti growing in the desert. Right, if we use them to fill up our canteens whenever we need more water, we should be fine. You sure know a lot. Thank you very much. You've been a great help. It's the least I could do. I'm giving that to you, so don't hesitate to use it as much as you like. Go out and turn right where the road forks. You'll find a lake at the end of the road. You'll be able to fill up your canteens there. Gotcha. By the way, what was with the knight who was here? He was guarding me all night. I was so nervous. One lie after another. That was the supervisor. The knights are here to make sure that townspeople don't talk freely to visitors from outside of town. Why would they do something like that? I don't understand the reasons, but it's on the magistrate's orders. People other than merchants like myself aren't allowed out of their houses. I see, so that's why we didn't see any townspeople outside. I wonder if there's a crooked magistrate here too. There was no magistrate in this town until recently, and then finally he arrived. Really? Yes. The Imperial Knights have started to move into North Palica of late. Seems as if they may have already gone into arrest Vesperia. The appointment of a new Imperial Magistrate to our town seems to be related to that as well. The Imperial Knights are going to arrest Vesperia? You see, that Belius had something to do with engineering the Great War behind the scenes. Belius did that? That's what they're saying in town. Well, I don't think the Empire will be able to do much so long as Palstrali is there, but... Thank you very much for your business. Wait, but... Yeah, thanks for the help. Let's go fill up at the lake.
This town's only on the edge of the desert, but the heat still got my head spinning.
Youngsters these days got no stamina, I tell you.
Whoa! No comeback from Rita.
It's hot. It's so hot.
I think she's so hot she didn't even hear him.
Which brings up the question of, what's the temperature in Aspio like? And if so, does that actually affect how she's dealing with heat compared to everyone else? Like, is she not used to the heat, or what? We filled up our water. I think we're ready to go. Right. Stop it, let go! Bad boys and girls that break curfew must be punished by the magistrate. No way, we're going to look for Mommy and Daddy. Leave the children to me, I'll see that they're properly disciplined. Stay out of this, stranger. Please forgive these children. I will go and apologize in person to the magistrate on their behalf. Hey wait, aren't you... My deepest apologies. Do you think that maybe I could have handled that better? Hey, it worked, didn't it? Thanks for saving us from those bad guys. What are your names? My name is Alf. My sister's Layla. What happened to your mom and dad? They got taken into the desert in the magistrate's big wagon. Someone told me they were going to look for Pharaoh. Pharaoh? Yeah. What do you think they're planning on doing once they find him? And using the townspeople to do the dirty work, it's despicable. Hey big bro, are we going to look for Mommy and Daddy? No you're not. If you kids go into the desert, you'll die for sure. Ah! Judith! We'll look for your parents. You kids can't go out into the desert. Really? I don't lie. You don't mind, do you, Carol? Nope, fine by me. You're surprisingly agreeable. His guild is guided by justice, after all. Thanks, everyone. Here, take this cause you're so nice. A glass bead? It's a precious gem. It's our reward for taking the job. Now that we've got paid in advance, we've got our work cut out for us, don't we, Carol? Yeah, you're right. Well, what concerns me is that the Empire is investigating Pharaoh. Well, I wonder who this new magistrate might be. I have my theory. Did I not equip that? Or is it because I didn't learn it yet? That is exactly the reason. A reward from a kid. Just plain old marble, but it means more than the world to me. Wow. Why is it Okay, they all have their own canteens. That's interesting. Actually, did she learn all of her skills? She did not, so yes, we are good to go, I think. If Jaeger ended up being the magistrate already, that'd kind of suck. Or Kumar. Could be Kumar, I suppose. I have a feeling we're supposed to have gone through the other side of town, so let's do that. Because that looked pretty much like where we came from, and I don't think we could get to the other side from there. Yuri, what's the matter? I was just thinking about what the magistrate here could be planning. It's so strange that he'd be looking for Pharaoh. Though I guess it'd make sense if the Empire wanted to eliminate a monster that was trying to kill the princess. But they don't know that he's after Estelle yet, do they? So why are they going after him then? How should I know? And we still don't know why there's a curfew in the town. Anyway, first we should go to the Sands of Kogorh. Right, we can look into the mysteries of this town once we come back. If we don't rescue those kids' parents soon, they'll kill over in this heat. That's true. So then, to get to the middle of the desert, we should go through here, right? Yes, I think the parents of those children were probably taken this way too. Alright, let's go.
There's no shade anywhere.
I never imagined it would be this hot.
Nobody'd last long out here without the proper supplies.
What's with him? He looks like he's out for a walk in the park.
Hey, old man. Aren't you hot?
Hot? Heck yeah. I'm sizzling over here. Burning right up.
That lousy.
I feel like the temperature goes up every time somebody says the word hot.
We'll be fine, so long as we remember to keep our water well stocked.
Right, the cacti.
The parents of those children are out there with no supplies whatsoever.
We do have Pharaoh to look for, but...
Yes. Would it be alright if we took care of Alf and Layla's request first?
But...
You've more than fulfilled your obligation to me.
Estelle!
Okay then, let's find their parents.
Was that Pharaoh?
Then he really is somewhere in the desert.
Settle down. You'll get plenty of attention once we're done helping those kids.
We keep going and going, but all we get is more sand and more blue sky.
You're doing better than me if you can look at the sky, Raven. The only thing I see is sand.
How come an old fart like you has so much energy anyway?
Talking's only gonna wear you out. If one of us goes down, it'd be about all we could manage to get them back to safety. And I, for one, am in no mood to be giving out piggyback rides.
If I collapse, Raven, you can carry me.
Sorry, but this back's reserved for ladies only.
I'll die before I collapse.
I won't let myself be a burden either.
The same goes for me, of course.
Hey, there's no reason to go stomping on an old man's feelings, is there?
Oh, typical Raven. Alf and Layla. Now, this is weird, but the reason I know this is actually Sonic and the Secret Rings, but Alf and Layla, I think, are significant names. Let's fill up our water here. This is... ouch! What an idiot. Use your head a little. Looks like the situation calls for a little extra help. Canteen filling time. Me next. We need to make sure to keep hydrated. Right, we wouldn't want to get sunstroke. If everyone's finished, let's go. You'll lose HP gradually as you walk when the water level of your canteen reaches 0. Watch your canteen as you advance. Oh, this is gonna be a fun area to traverse, for sure. But I think we will stop here for now. I'm staying on the pause menu for obvious reasons. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.